Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to show you how you can make money in Rome Total War. Now, as you can see, I've started off as the House of Juliana here in a brand new game. And to go over the many different methods of making money, I'm going to first start here with the Senate missions option. The Senate, as I'm sure you know, will grant you different missions to conquer different settlements, blockade ports, and carry out various diplomatic missions, such as getting trade agreements or map information. One of the things that you can do in order to make money in this game is complete these missions. And as you can see here, the default starting mission to take this settlement. I'm just going to quickly auto resume this battle. It's a clear victory. As we occupy the settlement, you can see that we gain 50 denarii, which is one option to also make money, or we can enslave the population or exterminate them, which would actually give us even more denarii, but cost us population, which I don't want to do. I'm going to occupy the settlement, and then, as you can see here, the Senate mission was successful, and we've been granted a gift of 10,000 denarii. Now, as you just saw, I have the option there to exterminate that settlement and make quite a sum of money. However, this settlement here is quite small. If we actually apply that to a larger settlement here, such as Patavium, which I will now go ahead and conquer, another option to gain money in Rome Total War is to build certain buildings, specifically economic ones. When you start the game, these are quite limited, but as you can see here, we have the option to build a trader or communal farming, for example. Both of these buildings you will see here in the tab increase our farming and population growth, while the farm size will provide additional taxable income every single turn, and so will the trader, where you can see it says the trade income bonus is increased by 10%. The trade obviously is applicable to different factions that we have trade agreements with. We start off with basic ones with our Roman allies, and we are also able to gain other trade agreements, which I'll go into shortly. Now, fortunately for us, Gaul has just sent a diplomat to our diplomat and offered trade rights, which will allow us to gain a good monetary monthly income as long as we keep our neutrality or forge an alliance with them. However, given the fact that we are about to attack one of their cities, this isn't going to last for very long. But one of the things that I can do is actually offer them map information as well as trade rights and ask for a single payment. I often put in about 1,400 denarii. I'll send that across, and he may cancel. In this case, he hasn't. He's accepted that, and effectively we have now made 1,400 denarii. I'm going to go ahead and click out of this now, and I will go ahead and show you what happens when we conquer Patavium. So as you can see, we've now conquered Patavium, and as we enter Patavium, we have the option to exterminate the entire settlement here, massacring almost 2,300 people. In exchange for doing so, we will gain 1,855 denarii. This is also a great way of keeping control high by getting rid of the majority of the population. The downside of doing so, of course, now is that we will struggle to grow this settlement and produce troops at the same time. And now, once you're a bit further along in your campaign, you can unlock these units, which are merchants. Merchants can be created from the market, which is the natural upgrade to a trader. Once you've built a market, you are able to construct one merchant, and they can then start to generate you income. As you can see here, the total income that this merchant is producing is currently 126 denarii per turn. And as a rule of thumb, the further away they travel from their settlement, the more money that they will make. You will also see several resources here dotted about the map, which have certain values attributed to them. Cities are also a great way of making additional money between regions. So as you can see here, he's currently making 126 denarii. If I move him into this territory here, he is now making 240. If I go ahead and move him onto this grain pile, however, he's now making 253, and that is because he is standing on a resource. The challenge that you will have with merchants, however, is that their skill can be undermined by other merchants. So this merchant here, you can see under his icon is he has 3 points to his merchant score, where my merchant only has 1. That means that if he was to attempt a buyout, unfortunately, my merchant would die in that process. And that is certainly something that you want to keep in mind moving forward. The higher a merchant's score, the more money they will make. They do gain score either by buying out other merchants or gradually over time by trading resources. And that's a general overview of how you can make money in Rome Total War. I hope this tutorial has helped.